It's time for the Steve and Kyle podcast with Steve.
That old Norm had went. One was okay.
The second one felt gratuitous.
Went over the Rainbow Bridge. Is it Rainbow Bridge?
Rainbow Bridge is animals.
Okay.
Yeah, this would be the over the rainbow. Or that's Kermit.
No, that was the Rainbow Connection.
Rainbow, Jesus. Who was somewhere over the rainbow?
That was that big fat Hawaiian guy. Israel Mikalaka.
Yes!
Mika Hadi-Ho?
And Kyle.
It makes it all the more depressing that his very last credit is going to be The Masked Singer Season 9.
Oh.
Like, he was seated the whole time. He wasn't very mobile.
What was he dressed as, like a...
He was a moose, Steve.
That's rough. It's a tough way to go.
Does that get played at the memorial?
Live on tape from APS 3 point whatever, it's the Steve and Kyle podcast.
R.I.P. Normie.
There I was this week, re-listening to episode of the Cheers podcast. Well, not the Cheers podcast, but the podcast hosted by Ted Danson and Woody Harrelson. Don't know why I didn't re-listen to the George Wendt one, but decided to listen to the John Ratzenberger one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was my way of mourning, Steve.
Yeah.
Maybe where you like to hear those stories about the people that are gone rather than, hear the person describe their experience as moose. Beating out Michael Bolton, who was, Penguin.
Still shocking.
It's a jarring revelation that we made last week.
Yeah.
That George Wendt's final credit will be The Masked Singer on Fox, beating out Michael Bolton, yet losing to Adam Archuleta. I think that was his name, the former American.
David Archuleta.
David. Adam Archuleta would be the former Los Angeles or St. Louis Rams safety. I don't know why that info is. So. I don't know why that information is in my brain.
Are you sure that it wasn't that guy on the safety?
Now that I think about The Masked Singer, wouldn't it make more sense for Adam Archuleta, the former safety of the St. Louis Rams, to be competing rather than, a trained frickin' singer?
Yeah, it doesn't seem fair. Like a trained singer, Michael Bolton, should go on there and just clean house.
Yeah, and in this case, a seasoned singer in one of the Archuletas did do that. I don't want to come out firmly one way or another until I know if it was the, again, former safety.
Yeah, exactly. Of all the things you do not want to plant your flag in.
No, you don't. I mean, they beat out Keenan Allen, former NFL player. So that's what it should be, though.
Yeah.
So there was an NFL player. That's what I was confusing. The the St. Louis Rams Caucasian safety, Adam Archuleta, with wide receiver African-American Keenan Allen. That's obviously what I was doing.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember that show that I think it aired briefly, like maybe during the pandemic, when we were just starved for anything, any kind of entertainment? And it was celebrities learning how to dive off of a high dive.
No.
It was like belly floppers or something.
Okay. Now I need to know. And now I
think there may have actually been dueling celebrity diving shows.
What? So one network got this, and the other network said, "Well, we got to beat them to air.
We got celebrities who can dive too."
There's I didn't know how to Google it, so celebrities try diving, and there's a Dutch reality show.
No, this was American because that guy that used to be on the Lions, I never know how to pronounce his first name, but his last name is Sue.
Oh, Ndamukong.
Ndamukong Suh.
That's a large man.
I'm pretty sure he was on. And oh God, what was his name? Louis Anderson was on it. Pre-death, obviously.
Well, those are two. So was the point of this show just find the largest men around?
Yeah, maybe search fat divers.
I have one guess because I've never seen this show. I don't know anything. This is all news to me. And I would guess if I know TV networks the way I know TV networks, I'm a networksman. Mm-hmm. Greg Louganis had to be involved.
I would assume so.
The only thing I know about diving is the name Greg Louganis.
When he hit his head on the that was on like the platform, right? That wasn't a
no. I think
was that a springboard? I don't know.
Platform, springboard, diving board. One of the boards.
Bouncy board.
I think I found this. Splash.
Yeah.
An American TV series. Okay, American reality competition, ABC, based on the Dutch show. Premiered 2013, though. So this was, at least one was pre-COVID.
Much longer ago.
This thing lasted 8 episodes. You want to guess who it was hosted by? Take 2 guesses. No, don't. Million guesses. You won't get one of them.
Hold on. Because I would have also said Greg Louganis.
Well, let me tell you this. There's 2 presenters and 2 judges and 1 starring. I don't know why we needed all this pomp and circumstance, but I'll let you guess any of those names. And let me tell you, I mean, I'll give a spoiler on one. We're right. Greg Louganis was involved.
Was he? Okay.
He was the starring. I don't know how that differs from presenting. This is 2013.
Let's see. What the heck was his name? The Fonz. Henry Winkler.
Henry Winkler is a fine guess for what this actually was.
Okay. So, but no.
Incorrect. Let me give you the lesser.
No. I just want to keep guessing.
Okay, please.
Mark Paul Gosselaar.
You are in the perfect date range for one of these presenters. Again, don't know what the difference is. But.
Okay, so Zach from Saved by the Bell is close.
Very close. Of another very, very popular guy, or very popular person, sorry, no spoilers, of the same era.
From the same show, by any chance?
No.
Okay.
You were thinking A.C. Slater?
I was thinking his Slater or Screech. And Dustin Diamond.
Here's what I'm thinking. This seems crazy. A.C. Slater's too big for this.
Well, he is. I mean, he has like an actual job.
Yes. He's like E.T. or one of those entertainment shows, right?
Yeah.
Same era. Known as a heartthrob.
But not Saved by the Bell.
Not Saved by the Bell.
God, what shows were popular then? I should know this. This is like, that would be my...
This was our era.
I mean, totally my era. Oh, Luke Perry.
Luke Perry, the now deceased Luke Perry.
Yeah, from 90210.
90210 was a little too adult for this presenter. Never quite made it to that level of...
Jason Priestley?
Wrong show. It's still too grown up.
Okay.
This show, the show that he is known for, the shows this presenter is known for, they're much more tween friendly than 90210, which was like murder affairs, etc.
I mean, not really murder and
there wasn't murder in 90210.
Well, actually, no. Dylan's dad got murdered.
Was there a murder?
Yeah, Dylan's dad was blown up.
90210 show because there has to have been
on his boat or something.
Someone sent thugs to kill Dylan at one point.
Whoa.
Doesn't seem like they got him.
Man, that got intense, didn't it? It really ramped up because it started out as like a high school.
But Dylan's wife was accidentally killed by a hitman, hired by her father to kill Dylan.
Oh, no. But Dylan's dad was killed too.
Okay. I could see that. Yeah. I could see that. Ooh, boy.
Oh, I can still see the scene. I can close my eyes. I can picture Dylan's dad like walking back onto his boat and then...
He is in a family of brothers that you to say the name, you'll know. You'll know. You'll recognize.
Give me another character on the show.
On the main show?
Yeah.
So the main show you're going to know that I shouldn't say you, that I know him from. The other actor is Mayim Bialik.
Oh, Joey Lawrence?
Joey Lawrence was presenting this show.
Whoa.
Alongside...
Like from Whoa fame.
That's it. The fame of Joey Lawrence started at Whoa.
That's funny because I was thinking, Mayim Bialik, but then you said he. Because Mayim Bialik was Blossom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it feels like even then Mayim Bialik would have been like, Splash?
Okay.
No thanks. So he was one of the presenters, and he presented with, you'll never get it, it's a sports-centric individual. Carissa Thompson.
Oh, okay.
Tremendous host.
Yeah.
She's an outstanding host. Guessing she did most of the heavy lifting in this regard.
Probably, yeah.
And we figured out the starring. So we now got to the presented by and the starring. This show lasted 8 episodes because their budget must have ballooned.
Right. Although, I don't know, how much is Joey Lawrence demanding in 2013
No, that's true.
to be a presenter on celebrity diving?
Now, it had 2 judges. And one of the judges is a diver. So I'll just say his name, David Budaya.
If you say so.
American diver at the 2012 Summer Olympics, and bronze medal in the 2016.
So 2012, 2016.
Yeah.
So that would, if you knew him, you would have known him during that time.
And again, I'll give you another 500,000 guess. Oh, wait, never mind. This is a different person. I'm totally incorrect. It's another diver. I thought it was also hosted by Dave Foley, the comedian from, was he News Radio?
Don't know.
Steve Foley, who's an Australian swimmer.
So not even a diver.
So they had
Swimmer.
Ndamukong Suh, Kendra Wilkinson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Nicole Eggert from Baywatch,
Okay.
Chewy Bravo, who is that?
Chewy Bravo?
That is the little person sidekick of Chelsea Handler.
I didn't know that. I didn't know Chelsea Handler had a little person sidekick.
Kendra Wilkinson, the
what was
former
she famous for?
girlfriend of Hugh Hefner. When they were
Oh,
in the
yeah,
house.
yeah. Okay. Playboy
Catherine
Planet.
Webb, who's only famous because Brent Musburger salivated over her in the stands at the
Okay.
Alabama football
Yep.
game. So all of these people were diving, and then they decided to bring us an Australian diver and David Boudia to judge these people in 2013. And shocker, the winner was someone you've never heard of, an extreme skier from Nitro Circus Live, Rory Bushfield.
I would have thought Kareem, just because he's like,
He's gigantic.
but he's so slender, like you figure he probably entered the water and there was almost no splash. The guy's like a toothpick.
He did beat Ndamukong Suh by one position. Last place was Keisha Knight Pulliam, which was the Rudy from Cosby Show, not Rudy from the movie Rudy. That
was Sean Astin, right?
Yeah, the youngest from the Cosby Show came in last.
Okay.
And Ndamukong Suh second to last. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar third from the bottom. Brandy Chastain fourth. And then
Brandy Chastain. Oh, the women's soccer
woman,
player. Yeah.
4 contestants withdrew. This thing seems like a nightmare.
Never a good sign.
Oh,
Never
man.
a good sign.
Outstanding.
Well, I didn't expect to start off this episode with a deep dive, no pun intended, on the celebrity diving show from 2016 on ABC. And it was called Splash?
Splash.
Okay.
Yeah, we're a podcast of multitudes.
Well, I mean, add that sports tag so we can be considered for a sports podcast award.
Question. We've got to be in the running at this point. Yeah. Because I came in here today and I didn't know if you had anything that you wanted to get off your chest.
No, not a thing.
Okay. Because I had
zero show prep.
I need something from you this morning. Okay. And it's advice and help. Because I have what I'll describe as a moral quandary.
Okay. Well, hey, the doctor is in.
Because I'm a father.
Yep.
But you're 2 times the father.
Yeah. We've discussed this at great length. Question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How many children do you have?
Just one finger going up.
Okay.
Yeah. And what about you?
I'm glad you asked. 2 children.
The simple math is that Steve is 2 times the father I am. And that's, you're not getting any arguments here.
No. And it's not me bragging or anything.
No.
These are just facts. These are facts that we are laying out there.
Yep. So
if somebody has one more child than me, they're more of a father than I am.
Only 50% more, though.
Yeah. The math kind of, anytime we do percentages,
Right.
percent more, it always messes me up.
Yeah.
I'm like, it should be more than 100, right? No,
Yeah.
it's 50,
50.
which seems like half.
Right.
But it's actually 1.5. We're not going to get buried in the minutiae.
Hang on. Okay. So, but the one thing I have going for me, so I'll have to lay this out for you because, you're a bit of a simpleton in this regard,
Sure.
is that I am currently 100% more of a little league father than you are.
Oh, yeah, true.
At this stage.
Yeah, I am 0% little league father. Or -0. Oh, boy.
We can't really count Nicky B because he wouldn't be eligible for anything, right? They'd throw a ball, he'd just get knocked down every time. I mean, it'd be unfair to do little league for that kid that age.
Both of those kids, just terribly, terribly uncoordinated.
You think so? You don't think Evelyn's going to be playing softball here in a couple years?
No.
Let's see, get her signed up
I
for
think
fall.
she'll. Well, I should take that back. Yes, she will be.
Okay.
But she's not going to be good at it.
Okay. I'd like to see you get her signed up for this fall. I can see you out there on the fields.
Mm-hmm.
Good news, signups are not started yet. You have plenty of time.
Okay.
You're going to have to buy all the softball gear, the helmet, the face mask, all that stuff. So Reed's been playing Little League for a couple of years now. And I don't know if you played Little League when you were a kid.
I did.
I never did. But you understand that for kids of a certain age, most ages, especially younger, the attraction of the Little League is after the game.
Oh, sure. The back in the day, it was juice boxes. There was usually orange slices, although that was always more soccer halftime. We had the orange wedges. But yeah, it was pretty much a juice box, and that was it.
It's similar now. There is snack and drink provided by a parent for every game.
Snack too, huh? What kind of snacks are we talking? Like a little bagged...
There's no guidelines. So some people will bring, like yesterday, a family had brought small bags of veggie straws.
Okay.
I had brought in like the prepackaged Rice Krispie treats.
Okay.
Of different kinds.
Solid.
So you see different things. Like I brought...
Do you feel like as a parent of a little leaguer at the game, or you like if you know that your 3 games from now is your day for snacks, like you're judging the other snacks, right? You're looking at them and saying, "Oh man, mine's gonna be so much better than that."
You think I didn't go and buy full-size Gatorades?
Exactly.
For every kid?
Exactly.
Full-size meaning like
I know you.
Not the baby one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the 16s or the 20s, right? Because those kids are going home saying, "Mom, Dad, you never buy me these." Okay, so I want to create family.
Mr.
strife.
Kyle, Reed's dad is the greatest dad in the world.
Why don't you buy me these? All you give me is water with lemon wedges. You suck. Right?
What am I at a spa? Why do I want cucumber water?
It's safe to say I moved one child closer to emancipation.
Good job.
A couple of weeks ago.
And if that is not the one thing that you try to do as a parent, what are you doing?
You're always trying to push other kids towards freedom. So he's been playing for a few years now, so we know the routine, and most every parent there understands the same routine. So the coach, great coach this season, he sent out the schedule, did a few practices beforehand so the kids could all say hello to each other, whatever. And it's a week before game. I said, hey, I don't see anything he didn't mention it. I just don't want it to become forgotten because they play a game, and if they leave, you're going to have 10 to 13 angry kids if there's no snack. Yeah. So I sent an email to the coach and said, hey, do you want me to put together a small sheet for people to sign up to do snack drink? And I'm a spreadsheetsman, so this is, 45 seconds tops. Yeah. Lock one column. I don't want people messing with the game times, the game field. Leave it alone, okay? Right. So he says, yeah, I'd appreciate it. So I make it. I send it off. Boom. A couple days later, it starts slowly filling in, right? I sign up. Whatever. There's still 2 gaps.
You do like a fancy font for yours just to really set yourself apart, like maybe a bold or a
2 points bigger.
Okay.
2 points bigger.
Just so they know.
Yeah. And then
actually they don't even know, but they look at you differently. Yeah. They think there's something different. I feel like I should respect him more.
2 points bigger. And then I extended my row and in parentheses, full-size Gatorade and Rice Krispie treats. Because again, veggie straws.
Yeah. Full size in all caps.
Reed offered me one of those. No, keep them out of my face. Okay, I'm not interested.
Not a veggie strawsman.
I've got a potato chip at home with my name on it. Okay?
Okay.
And I don't care what's processed about it. I really don't. It comes in a large cylinder that you can't reach your hand down into, so you gotta fork it like a T-Rex claw to get those Pringles. Yeah. But that's part of the journey. So 2 spots stay open. At that point, I'm okay. It was the game for last week, Thursday, and the very final game, which is this upcoming week, Wednesday, Steve.
Oh, wow. End of the season already.
So it got about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, and I clicked on it because I still had the email, and I saw that those 2 slots were still open.
Has everyone signed up?
So I emailed the coach.
Oh, boy.
Because the Little League thing page only shows the kid's first name. Doesn't so I don't know. So when parents are signing up for last name, I don't know. Only what I know is the coach's last name. So I knew the head coach was one who hadn't signed up. Great coach. This guy's outstanding. So I wasn't worried that he wasn't going to do it. Right?
Sure. Yeah. Probably just hadn't gotten to it yet. Slipped his mind. Whatever.
So he goes, I'll do this one and I'll ask the team about the last one. I thought, well, that's odd. He knows the names. I don't. He could just, notice the people who haven't and do it.
Yeah, he's probably in a bit of an awkward situation. So you send it out to the whole team, even though you know exactly the one person you need to send it to.
Something, I don't know the specifics of what happened. He coached this game on Thursday, whenever we played this week. He was there. But it sounds like his father passed away.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was unexpected, whatever. Not my thing.
You guys need another coach?
Oh no, he's back. And the father wasn't a coach. Just a guy. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if he was going to miss, if you want to reach out to him and tell him that if he needs some time to, process the loss, you got a guy.
The last thing we need is Steve leading off, starting at second base. Okay.
Oh, look, I batted second.
I saw enough of that.
222. Hashtag 222. Remember, I was.
Oh, that's right.
Number 2, jersey number.
Batting second.
Playing second base.
Second, yeah.
Boy, those were the days.
They were the days. I was just thinking about that last week.
Whole lot of singles.
Should we
jump back in?
Should we get the gang back together? We don't have time. So I don't want to message him again. I don't want to become guy who's badgering Morning Sun.
Yeah.
At this point about a snack. But we're here now.
Yeah.
We have one game on June the 4th. That is this Wednesday. And Steve, that's an empty slot on the sign-up sheet. So let me ask you how to handle this moral quandary.
Okay.
And let me tell you.
I already have an idea. So
I kind of want to get your thought first before I tell you how Katie and I acted last night about this. And then to get your guidance for the future.
Okay. Good, because I always love to hear how we approach these things
differently. Yeah.
So differently.
Yeah.
So differently.
So my initial thought was, I'm just going to do it. I don't want the dozen kids on their very last game where they get medals and all that stuff.
Yeah. Participation trophies, we call them.
No question. To be disappointed when they walk off the field.
Sure.
And there's nothing there. Yeah. So that was my initial thought. And I'm not saying that's where I'm at now. I also had a thought of, I don't think I care. I think I can explain this to Reed in advance and say, hey, just so you know, I don't think there's going to be anything there tonight. I'll either bring something for you in the car. We'll go out for ice cream after your last game, whatever, right? And he'll understand. So that was my second thought. So before I tell you how we reacted, let me hear your thoughts on what you would do in this situation.
Yeah.
Because again, this isn't the coach's responsibility. He sent out the email for everybody to sign up. Everybody knows the drill. He sent out the email for the signups. One family. There's 12 kids, 12 games. That's how this shook out this year.
Yeah.
One kid did not. One family did not. Not the kids. Right. How would you react?
Okay, I would have seen that open slot exactly like you did. Reached out to the coach, just like you did. He replied saying he'd reach out to the team. At that point, if it's a couple days before the game and nobody has signed up yet, next time I'm at Costco, I'm grabbing a thing of Rice Krispie treats, bringing it to the game, keeping it in the car, and then if I notice towards the end of the game, what do they play? 15 innings, 16 innings?
Not quite. About, I think, 6 total.
Okay. So what you do, you wait until just the point where game's almost over. Maybe you got 2 outs to go. And you look around, you don't see anyone gathering the snacks, getting things ready. You say to yourself, jackpot. Those kids come off the field. They're all looking around.
Sadness.
Where are the snacks?
Yeah.
Where are the snacks? That's when you, all-star parent, point at that family by name and call them out by name. The one who did not. Oh, Mark's family was supposed to bring snacks today. They didn't sign up. But don't worry. Mr. Kyle's got you covered. You walk out to your car, pop the trunk open, grab that box of Rice Krispie treats or whatever you decide. You're a snacksman. I trust your judgment on this. You come back and you start reaching in and making it rain.
Whipping them in the air. Chocolate for you. M&M candy one for you. Regular one for you. You weren't that good this year. Oh, you notice. You notice.
Yeah.
The kids who aren't good aren't good.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you would do...
Maybe not to that extent, but I would just pick up a box of them, throw them in the trunk. If you see that there's nothing, 2 outs to go, you go snag the thing out of your trunk and pass them out. That to me is no big deal. That is maybe they just didn't notice it. Maybe they didn't see the email. I give people benefit of the doubt on that. It's going to cost you what, $10? Oh boy.
So listen.
Oh no.
Let me tell you where we're at right now.
Do I want to know?
I don't want to disappoint you. There's no resolution to this today. There's none. There is none. I do not know what's happening Wednesday.
Okay.
I'll tell you what's not happening Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing a frickin' snack. I've done my part. I made a spreadsheet. Infallible. It's beautiful. Okay? So let me tell you what we did.
Okay.
Katie and I spent about a half hour tracking down the family who didn't bring a snack.
Jesus. Why? Why did you do this?
Because now I have a name to hate.
I won't say I'm surprised because that's like the least surprising thing.
We're not doing anything about it.
You're just brooding.
Yeah, I don't know what the purpose. Katie started this part of the venture, right? And the next thing I know, I'm in.
Okay.
And I think
so. You're doing like deep dive Facebook stalking.
Yeah. So essentially I'm not a smart man. I see the last name on the snack sign up sheet.
Yeah.
Typing that last name in.
Yeah.
And in a lot of cases, Facebook will populate like the people near you or people with like shared friends.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of friends. I know that's a shocker.
Covered this at great length.
So I don't see many of those. So I don't know if Katie did, but Katie was they were pulling up quite a way because in most cases, a lot of people's Facebook pictures is going to be, hey, husband, wife, children, or just the kids, whatever.
Were you secretly hoping that it would pull up a picture of their family surrounded by snacks and them just eating them willy-nilly thinking, we don't have to share our riches with anybody?
This family that we saw at the Little League game, every game.
Their picture is them with a big shopping cart full of Costco items.
Let me try to be vague about my relationship with this Little League family over the course of this season. And relationship's a strong term that I shouldn't have used.
Of course, yeah.
I don't know their names. So relationship is already too strong of a term. They were there on time. The kids played hard.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be engaged.
Okay.
That's all I care about.
Good parents.
About week 3.
Oh, boy.
That engagement turned a little bit uncomfortable.
Oh, no.
They were keeping score.
Really?
And nobody keeps score. There's no score kept for these.
You talking like...
All I know is
they had a legit scorecard.
All I know is they knew the runs. Okay?
Okay.
And then one of the parents or grandparents one week was yelling at the coaches.
All right. Mm-hmm.
So my opinion had soured. Changed.
Yeah. It's not great. It's a bad, bad sign.
This family has another child in Little League. I know because he's been to the younger child's games, which shares a team with Reed, and he's wearing his Little League shirt.
Okay.
They have experience.
Yeah. This
family on Saturday morning went to the concession stand 3 separate times.
You really did a deep dive on these.
No, this was Katie. This was before we even knew any of this. Katie observed this during the game Saturday.
Okay.
And obviously, I notice when an old man is yelling at a Little League volunteer coach.
Okay. Yeah.
About like have them run or whatever it was. It
Very
was
fair.
Super embarrassing, by the way. Like made me want to pull the coach aside after and say, I hope you didn't hear that. Like that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. If you're that parent, don't.
You need to make sure that everyone else knows that you disagreed with that person too.
Yeah. That's a 2-tiered don't do that. That's a don't do that for coach pitch 6-year-old Little League. That's a don't do that ever.
Yeah.
Okay? You can do it at the pros. That's okay. They get paid a lot.
Agreed.
If they can toss me out, I can yell at you.
That's the rule.
That's the rule.
Like that's a fair rule.
If you can remove me from a place, I get to yell at you. And I'll post that on the poll.
Oh, yeah.
If you can remove me from a place, do I reserve the right to yell at you? And that's true.
100%. 100%. You're going to get on that.
So there's observations we've made throughout the course of this season about, and I've made the casual observation that I think the marriage is on the way out the door, but that's
Sure. I mean, who would know better than you?
again, this is all before I even knew the name. So you said what you would do, and you think leaving it in the car, so like see if maybe they come through in a pinch, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that's
Maybe they just forgot to sign up. Maybe it was one of those, hey, be sure, we sign up. Okay. Oh, I thought you did. Oh, I thought you did. And then it's day of.
because again, that was my first, second, and third thought. I was like, well, I just want to do it. I just don't want these dozen kids to be bummed.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why it flipped for me that I think I'm leaning towards not doing it. I really tried to get this off the ground by emailing the coach, making the sheet, sending one update to the coach. I don't want to email the coach again because then coach is at a party with his actual friends in a year goes, you'll never believe this guy wouldn't shut the hell up about the snacks. I don't want that.
You're in danger of becoming the main story.
Yes.
Like you were in the background, but now you're pushing your way to the front.
Yeah. The last thing I want that coach to go next year. Oh yeah, there was that family. The kid was okay. The parents shut up. That's all I want. Right? Don't remember me.
Yeah. I think,
do you want to pitch me on changing to do the right thing here? Because I'm a little bit irritated.
I got an idea.
Okay.
Got an idea. It's not going to cost you a dime. You're not going to have to provide snacks. Well, I mean, technically you'll kind of be like an intermediary.
You had me at not a dime. Let's hear
You're
this.
basically a delivery driver.
Yes. Oh, okay. Well, that's a nice profession.
Kyle, I don't know if you noticed this, but a couple of days ago, I unlocked some funds that this podcast has earned.
Yes, you did.
Over the last 6 months that have been held in limbo by one Uncle Sam.
Boy, to say we're just atrocious businessmen is an understatement. We are so bad at this.
At one point, I texted you and said, does that amount look like what it should be? And both of us just kind of went, oh.
I think I was like, I don't know, it's in the rough vicinity. Like, who wouldn't verify what they're making? How dumb.
I know.
We're subjecting listeners to like foreign language babble ads, like, and we don't even care enough to confirm that it's being done correctly.
Nope, not a care in the world. This is, again, I've talked about this many times. At the point when this podcast becomes something that I feel any sense of responsibility for, I'm done. I already have a job. I don't want another job.
Yeah.
But I got a notification that some funds had been unlocked and that a big old deposit was coming our way.
Mm-hmm. Already there.
What would you say if we took some of that money out of the slush fund, went over to Costco, picked up some snacks? What do we need, 12, you said?
Just 12.
12 snacks. We took them to that game. Obviously, both dressed in Steve and Kyle podcast merch.
Yes.
Maybe bring a banner of some kind.
Just bring the billboard.
Bring the billboard. Yeah, we'll get 15 to 20 people to help us unfurl it.
So we drag it across the dirt parking lot.
And then we set up the official Steve and Kyle podcast refreshment station for whatever the team, the Bombers or whatever their team name is. And then we have them line up. They come through the line. And we ask them, what was your favorite moment on the podcast? And if they can name something, we give them a snack. If not, we rip open that bag of snacks and we eat it in front of them.
I appreciate your desire to do good here.
All right. Well, let's do it.
But these kids suck ass. No chance.
Hey, folks, viewer mail time again. Oh, here's one from Sally, age 14. Dear Pig.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Dink-a-dink-a-dink. All right.
This is a big one.
Yeah, I was away for a couple of days with the side gig and got a message from our good friend Betsy McCormick. Betsy Boo.
That is. And that's one of those you and I have been talking a lot about. We don't talk about anything interesting, but we've been talking about that sweet, sweet high of when you come home from being on. And you've been gone a lot lately.
Yeah.
Like a lot of work travel. right?
A lot of work travel.
Not a lot of fun travel. A lot of work
lot of trenches being dug all across this great land.
This last Friday, new trench in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, right? Is that in Massachusetts?
Dug that trench right into Cape Cod, yeah.
So a fresh new waterway right to the ocean for all you Codians, Cods.
Yeah,
all
like
you
the
Cods.
fish.
But yes, I'm sorry, I interrupted. But yes, you've been busy.
Yeah, so we got a message from Betsy on Friday saying, "Hey, please be sure to check the P.O. box." And then she realized that I was on the road. She said, "Oh, sorry, didn't realize you were on the road. Be sure to check the P.O. box when you got back." It was like the first thing I did yesterday morning when I woke up. Ran over to the P.O. box.
You'll go weeks without seeing that thing, right?
It's usually once a week. Either me or my wife will stop there.
Okay.
So
are you still, you're not getting like Jeep parts? The last I had checked with you, the Jeep was non-functioning anyway. Or you're not getting big deliveries there or anything routinely?
No. Look, if anyone wants to send Jeep parts of any kind, just look for the P.O. box in the description.
I know what you mean.
Of this podcast.
Pretty sure the last two solstice seasons.
That's true.
Some lucky coworkers giving you a door handle and
speaker wire.
And a speaker wire. I don't know what else you could possibly need.
Right, but they didn't come to the P.O. box, so it's a completely different feeling.
Yeah, this is just a gift. Yeah.
I love the high of going to the post office, going to that P.O. box, turning the key, open it up, just seeing treasures in there. So Betsy reached out. She said, "Stop by." Now this is a big hefty package.
And it's that Amazon padded, like pre-padded brown bag that you see because Amazon wants to make you think that they're saving the world with that recycled stuff. Oh, that's a good tear.
That's a really good tear.
Really nice tear.
Okay. So I have no idea what this is.
Yeah, there was no heads up about what this is. Again, we're looking at filling the sticker wall. We always accept fun things for the studio.
That just has. Let's see.
Maybe this is a picture of George over the rainbow. Somewhere Kermit singing.
Okay, we got the generic. Enjoy your gift from Betsy McCormick.
Okay, Betsy. First of all, you can write in those slots, right? To give us a heads up.
Personalize it a bit.
Oh,
okay. Let's see.
Might as well just signed it sincerely Amazon.
Okay. Looks like there's a bunch of things in here.
Okay.
First, this is going to make 2025 a much better year for you.
Oh, I mean, we're halfway through, so I'm looking forward to this.
These are those little letter openers
Hey!
where you don't have to use the dagger that we have over there, which you're just struggling with on a regular basis.
But I got to tell you, this is like the letter opener is like golf.
It's the white whale.
You chase that for your life.
Yeah.
To make until you get that sweet, sweet drive. Mm-hmm. Same thing with me opening a letter. Well, that is.
Thank you very much. I think there's like 3 or 4 of them.
4 of them in there.
Ooh, boy, should we split them up? I mean, do I keep one? Maybe I keep one at work and one here at home, and you do the same, even though your work is your home.
It's just in the basement, though.
But I mean,
think the kids want a toy?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much, Betsy.
Yes.
Letter opening will never be the
Delightful.
same here. All right, reaching in again. What do we got here? Oh, Nerds Gummy Clusters. A whole bag of them. These look fantastic.
Those do look fantastic. Those are huge. Oh, yes.
I've heard a lot about these.
Boy, we love a taste. Boy, you think those were sealable, or we just rip that open like King Kong digging in?
Yeah, it's
okay, good.
But
Listen,
okay.
I don't know what it is. I'm always double, triple checking. Like, do I have to zip open it?
Yeah.
But no, I appreciate that about you.
Yeah.
You grabbed that
right in.
You popped it right off the top.
I got chip clips upstairs. We can make it work. All right, let's see. Are these like crunchy on the outside, gummy on the inside? Obviously, because it's a gummy cluster.
Let's get in there.
Ooh,
it's unique.
I like it.
I wish it was just a ball of nerds. Turns out I just want a ball of nerds. I don't even need the gummy.
Oh, but the gummy is...
The gummy is a nice addition.
Did we talk about this? Is there context for this?
No, but please send us candy.
Yeah. Not that I am not complaining.
No, that's right. Hey, George, you know one?
Absolutely.
This one's for Annette. Hasn't listened in 4 years.
This one's for Katie. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Betsy. That's a good sized bag for 2 grown men.
All right. There's one more thing in this bag.
One item. Love it.
Are you ready?
I am prepared.
You know something? I've opened
You want me to
2/3
take
of
a
the
look?
bag. Yeah.
All right. I'm going in blind here. It still feels pretty heavy compared to when I handed it to you.
Yeah.
Take a look at this thing. Okay. Oh, boy, would you look at that. This isn't just one. This is a 2-in-1. Folks, we got some pert.
The Pert Plus. Oh, I'm right back to my childhood.
There are notes. I'm sorry I yelled at Betsy. She did leave us notes.
Oh, she did.
Steve, as requested from Betsy Boo. I would assume that's in relation to the pert.
Okay.
Well, that is. So obviously we both got to wash our hair, right? Now that's promising you 40 showers.
40. Okay, I'm gonna keep track of that.
I want a fresh update from you next week on if you're 7 showers deep on the pert.
I should be at that point.
Kyle, before you end up in the ER, please give up the fancy letter opener and use these instead. Put the fancy one on the shelf. It can be decorative. Well, that's
just rude.
It's kind, but boy, is that deflating to be told give up using a 4-inch letter opener.
Yeah.
And use one of these that the last time I was in the radio station had 1 billion of them with an old radio station logo on it.
Yeah, a station that doesn't even exist anymore. I think they turned off the frequency because it cost too much to run.
Well, they bought too many letter openers. It's quite clear.
Betsy, thank you so much.
Yes.
What a I gotta.
You gonna go in for one?
I
more?
can't not do it. You know. That's some juicy stuff.
Oh no!
I think I inhaled a nerd. A nerd chunk. I'm good though.
All right,
Betsy,
delightful.
you're doing the Lord's work.
Yes,
here.
please. So that, again, that's thank you again to, I believe you said it was Jesse and Brittany a couple weeks ago in Casper, Wyoming.
In Casper, yeah.
And thank you to Betsy Boo for this care package with hair product. I'm assuming for me, but I'll let you borrow it. The pert.
I only assumed that there was no LA looks because that you no longer can buy it.
Yeah, we are an LA look away from us having our hair care handled for the next 10 years.
Or 40 showers.
Or 40 showers, yes, whichever comes first.
Thank you, Betsy.
Tremendous.
I'm going to take that upstairs. I'm going to put it in the bathroom and just see if Annette says anything like, what? What? Why do you have a...
Make sure she's not using this, okay? Because this is the hardworking man shampoo that delivers a complete clean, leaving hair fresh, moisturized, and healthy.
Let me see that. I think they missed the opportunity. It should have been the hardworking man poo. The hardworking man. I mean, look, the hardworking man's shampoo. This goes right up there with our tagline for the Lucky Billy bar.
Yeah.
What was it? Like now just...
Hang on. It's right behind us.
Now just 79 cents for
Oh, yeah, for you, the working man. That's right. Yeah. These labels behind us don't have that. That like price burst on it. But yeah, I have to.
Yeah.
Still available on our merch shop, by the way.
Yeah.
StevenKyle.com/merch. I had a few things before we get out of here that I wanted to get an update from you on. So let me... If you want to rank them for me,
okay,
in terms of what you either have an update on or want to give me an update on.
Okay.
One, I got to get an update on your DIY project. Okay, it got stunted when you nearly killed yourself last week, and you had to call Dustin over to haphazardly throw up some lumber so the roof didn't fall on you.
Of course.
So I need an update on how that's going and where that stands. I need an update on if you followed through. Because I'm liable just as much as you for SACFest 2026.
Again, Zach Fest.
I'll call it Zach. It's SAC at SAC. And lastly, we haven't done this in a while. I need to know how Liquidation Station 2.0 is going. Yeah, so if you want to rank those for me, we could see what we get through in terms of top to bottom.
The pallet liquidation station would be pretty easy. Actually, I have my spreadsheet opening it right now. I can give you a dollar update.
We've got to have some fun like sales music for this, don't we? Where you can give me like because listen, you're a salesman. You're out there marketplacing. You're out there liquidating. There it is. Another trip to Steve's Liquidation Station. Yay! Now at last check, I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. At last check, which was about a month ago, Steve, you had already made money.
Yeah.
on pallet 2.0.
Pallet 2.0, yep. Okay, enough of that.
Which usually leads me to ask is when is pallet 3.0? But I'm not going to step on this.
Sure.
Where are you at today with your dollar amount? How many objects you have remaining? What's been a struggle? What do you wish you could go back and change? And what
Sure.
can we sell today?
Right now? Okay, well, at current time of listing, or current time right now, I have, let's see, I'm pulling up my old marketplace post, or marketplace seller dashboard. I currently have 48 items posted.
Okay.
48.
That's for 2 pallets, averaging in the triple digits each.
Yeah, about 100 things each.
That's impressive. Now, these last 48 are where the bread is buttered.
Yeah.
That's where a salesperson becomes a salesman or saleswoman in today's day and age.
Now, what you also have to realize is there's of those 48, it's probably 15 to 20 things that were not from the pallets that we have listed as well.
Got it. So whether it be, kid stuff,
Yeah.
toys,
Truck stuff.
yeah, lumber that's rotted with nails sticking out. Which
So
again, I'm removing the last interaction we had about your last marketplace situation from my brain because it's so changed my high opinion of your abilities because you paid to have something. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, we're gonna act like it didn't happen.
So we have probably from pallet 1 and pallet 2, probably 15 items from each pallet still remaining. There's stuff that we're thinking of just taking the post down, moving it to the winter collection and posting it around early October because that's when we're really going to get our bang for the buck. So we have to store it for the next couple of months, but the payoff is in sight. Winter boots, winter.
I was going to say, how many items consist of the winter collection? The AS winter collection.
Probably 15 to 20.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Again, boots, heated gloves, winter hats, a couple of winter coats, stuff that we posted it when we got it, but that was like March. So we're at the tail end of that season. So it's going to go into winter storage or summer storage to be sold at the dawn of winter.
Yeah.
Some call it autumn.
Because at this point, you probably could sell because there's some smart buyers out there who would be looking for that stuff
Oh, yeah.
right now, but you're not a sucker.
For those smart buyers, they're looking for a dumb seller.
Yeah.
And that ain't me. Not a dumb seller.
You're not getting a dumb seller today. This is Stephen Annette's liquidation station, and you're not buying the winter coat in June.
No.
Okay, idiots?
Not doing it.
Move along. That'll be on sale 11/1/2025.
Now, if we look back to April 8th, 2025, Pallet 2 purchase was made for $715.50. At this exact moment, we have made all of the money back, plus an additional $228.40. So we're doing pretty good.
On just Pallet 2.0,
On just
you're
Pallet
up to
2.0.
Now, Pallet 1.0 is mostly finished. Like you said, there's still some straggler
Yeah,
items.
A couple little pieces.
What did you come out green or red on Pallet 1.0? Do you have that sorted?
Yeah, give me.
If you need a spreadsheet spin here, Steve.
I need to.
That's going to be a sum if. So you want to sum ifs.
Yeah.
And then you want to sum the one column, but only if the other column shows Pallet 1.
Yes.
We'll talk about this off here.
That is exactly the knowledge that I need. But let's see. Give me one more.
I'm sorry.
second.
Did you need my sports betting profit by week? I added that this week. I don't know why. I'm not going to track that.
So let's see. It looks like total. Oh, I got to take that out of there. Total, but across the 2 pallets, we've earned just over $1,000.
Okay. Which is the cost of 2.
Mm-hmm.
So you've essentially doubled your investment
Yeah.
with 48 pieces of fine things still available for purchase.
Yeah, exactly. If you're looking for any trinkets, feel free to reach out to me. Chances are I can help you out with that.
I want to ask you about a
Sold
few
a pooper,
questions.
sold a pooper scooper the other day for $10.
Like full length?
Brand new pooper scooper. Yeah.
$10.
Yeah, $10.
I'd have given you 5.
Which is why I held out. Sold it for 10 because everything I post, you send me a message about offering me 60 to 80% less.
That's right. I just got to keep the sales cycle moving. So, 60 to 80% less. 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 So, 60 to I have a couple of questions related to the pallet sales for you.
Okay.
Because it's been awful quiet in regards to that the last 4 to 6 weeks. But I think we're kind of conscious of that. We don't want to over discuss things. We don't want to beat our listeners' heads in with this, but they're still interested. Okay, so this type of update's good. It's been quiet on the front of pallet 3.
Yeah.
Is that by choice? By let's take a tiny break?
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think we've just been busy. I've been busy, been traveling a good amount. So I don't want to. Yeah, exactly. The trenches, as we've talked about, they don't dig themselves.
If you're wondering why there's not a pallet 3.0, go drive yourself to Casper, Wyoming, and look at that fine new trench.
Look at the trenches
near the brewery you guys broadcast from.
Yeah, we were at a brewery.
Or if you're if you're a
codsman,
head on over there to the local facility that you broadcast from.
Yep.
And take a look at that finally done.
Pelham House Resort has a beautiful new trench right in front of it.
Awesome.
Thanks to me and my hard work down in the trenches.
So you guys haven't lost the luster for Pallet 3.
No.
It's just been a delay of being busy and doing other things.
I actually said to Annette this morning, I was like, man, other than just renewing the posts once every, once a week, I haven't done anything. I haven't gone in and adjusted prices or, really, really upped my marketing.
Let's do it right now.
I think we're going to, okay. All right.
Let's do this right now. I want you to, can you find maybe, let's just do 2. Okay. Find the 2 things that you think, maybe they're making you scratch your head. Because I thought, man, this would be sold by now.
I thought for sure that, here, I'm going to pull some up on the Tron if you'd like to take a look at them.
And I also wanted to ask, while you pull that up, was it food composter?
Yeah.
Is that still available?
No, composter is finally gone.
Okay, so that's included in because that was, when you were looking through, that was the last large dollar item that you probably had in stock, right?
Yeah, I was hoping to get $500 for it. We got 120 or something.
So, but still,
whatever,
substantial compared to $6 pooper scooper.
Yes,
you're down to the smaller items combined from these 2 pallets.
All right, so we got this one. I thought for sure would go quick. Set of 3
some overhead lights,
industrial rustic farmhouse looking lights. And they were, I think we found them on the website for, let's see.
Yeah, did you do one of your vintage videos for that?
Yeah, of course. I do videos for everyone.
But I want you to bring back a classic where I believe you had teased that the videos improve your views.
Yeah, it bumps you up in the algorithm.
But I want you to just go up there, redo that whole video, because that wasn't good enough.
Okay, sorry.
And you walk up to it and then tap it and say, "These are lights." And then post that one. You did that with
something from the old shed or something.
Was it? Okay.
It's it's wood. Tap, tap, tap.
Bring that back for the lights.
Okay.
Okay. So you compared it to which website?
This is the exact item from Walmart. $99.99.
That's $100 set of lights that are of the farmhouse style, which is a very popular style for young people who don't know how to decorate.
Honestly, I think that if I don't sell these, I'm going to put them right above our table here.
I mean, it looks okay. They're not dangling. I see the cords. I thought it was dangling. I thought, oh boy, we could border on interrogation.
I mean, they do they do hang down pretty far. But I think that I think you can adjust the length of them.
Listen, these are nice lights.
Yeah.
And as of right now, you have them listed for half off the listed price on the Walmart website.
That's right. Look at that. Look at those.
So and this is from Pallet 2.0?
This is from Pallet 2.0. What else? What else can I interest you in?
Would you be willing to knock that down to 40?
Yeah, you got a buyer?
No, I'm just trying to get these sold for you today.
Oh. Tell you what I'm going to do.
Okay. Going into the listing. I thought you were going to click delete for a second and just hang them up in here. It did seem like not a bad idea.
Right.
We got the recessed lighting, which works for us.
Right. But I also, when I took into account, notice how there's 2 light switches over there. There's a spot already wired up for a light.
Oh, this is the most outletted and most lit room that's of the 8x10 variety that you'll find.
I believe 9x8.
Is it 9x8?
Yeah.
Boy, it's a roomy 9x8 though.
Look. See this?
Yeah. That's in the lamps and lighting, and it is new. Set of 3, right? To 4. I mean, obviously you got to go. 40 because otherwise the deal isn't worth it. 45.
45.
Okay. 5 at a time. Listen,
I'm no sucker.
I'm at the foot of the master here.
Mm-hmm.
I suggested 40. You said, meet me in the middle. You're going 45. Boom. Post it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Done.
we got anything else here strike your fancy that you...
Well,
that
what
you
else
like?
has been frustrating you that you thought, why isn't this gone yet? That you think it should be.
Little space heater. I thought that would go pretty quickly. It's listed for $20.
And some of these look odd because even that space heater, like look at the clicks.
0. Yeah.
So is
Now,
it...
granted, this has been renewed a couple of times. Every time it renews,
it does that.
Yeah.
And because that makes me wonder, like, is it accidentally listed in an incorrect category? Is it? But also, does that space heater, does that have to go to the winter collection, or
Possibly.
the fall
Possibly.
collection?
Yeah. Now I look at this set of 3 pet blankets with paw prints.
Yep.
14 clicks on the listing. Just $10.
I think you knocked it down to 8. You get a buyer today.
You think?
I think you get a buyer today on that. I think you get an offer for 5. You settle at 7. That's my guess on the dog blankets.
Okay. I like it. Yeah.
It's a hard bargain, but you're also at a point where you got to move product now.
Exactly. Look, that product is taking up space that other product could sit there and take up.
I mean, listen, the Big Mac is the price it is because they move billions of them.
Exactly.
Okay?
Billions and billions served. I see it on every
It's
sign.
not Ruth's Chris steak, but they're not moving billions of those, are they?
The 18-month-old Cookie Monster onesie. It's brand new.
Halloween collection. Save it. Okay, that is a $10 baby Halloween costume today, Steve.
Kyle, do you need a set of 12 8x10 farmhouse-style picture frames?
I'd rather hang myself. Oh, wait, sorry, we're trying to sell these.
Right. You mean you'd rather hang all those pictures on your wall is what you'd rather do?
I gotta tell you, Steve, you're not gonna believe this. I've got 12 8x10 photos at home right now.
And they've just been sitting on the counter, and every day you walk past them, you go, ugh.
They're blowing with the wind. They're flopping around because they're not being held by anything.
Would you pay up to $15 for those?
I'd probably pay 12.
All right. Well, perfect. That's what the new price is. All right.
I want to see some sales today.
Okay.
Now, are you still getting some cursory messages
Oh, yeah.
about? But are they super lowball or are they ones you're not getting replied
Yeah,
to?
it's just the is this availables.
Okay.
Look, we got a 7.5-inch memory foam bed wedge pillow. Kyle, how much would you pay for that?
Steve, today alone, I'd pay you $25.
Well, it's listed at 20, and it's being lowered to 17.
$17 right now, today. 15% off for our listeners only
That's right.
who happen to find this listing on Facebook Marketplace.
That's right.
15% off for you today. If you would like this 7.5-inch memory foam bed wedge pillow, are your legs having trouble circulating? No, this is for your head.
It's for your head, yeah.
Do you like to sleep at an incline? Do you miss the feel of a good hospital bed incline that can't get comfortable or flat? Have we got the thing for you today?
All right. Small space heater.
Another one?
Another one, yeah.
Bundle them. Bundle them for $40 out the door.
Okay.
Be done. That's 2 space heaters for the price of $40. You take $35 on those today, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
$35, 2 space heaters gone.
Baby bottle sterilizer. Can't believe we haven't sold this yet. Baby stuff sells so fast.
I know. I'd probably give you $24 for that today.
Well, it's listed at 25. Perfect.
So someone's about to get a bargain.
Well said. Somebody's about to. It's just that you're so flabbergasted.
Yes.
With the deals.
Now, people are having babies all the time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And
Babies
they're
popping out left and right.
I've seen commercials. There's a frazzled mom somewhere right now with a crying baby on one arm and vomit in her hair, slippers on her feet while husband's sleeping because those husbands are useless and they need help.
Kyle, let me ask you a question. Do you have a Germ Guardian air purifier FLT 5000?
Okay, hang on. Throw that away.
I know.
For God's sake. That is... that in a shocker, that has 1 click.
I know.
Somebody was looking for that and said, you know what?
No.
Not today.
$8 is too much.
Boy, that's the thing. On Pallet 3.0, I want to see you become like too good for this guy. Like, I'm not selling an $8 air filter for this one air purifier. Boom, garbage.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you recognize here from Palette 1.0 that we should try to move today?
Yeah, we got these little drones, this blouse.
$3 on those, and they're not getting sold for those flying alien drones?
Yeah.
Let me see if I got $3 today, because Reed will break those in a few hours.
Sounds like I'm saving $3 on Christmas gifts this year.
See, I don't have cash on me today. I'm bringing $3. If those are here next week, I'm bringing...
Take Venmo, PayPal, Apple Pay.
I mean, it's a cash society. I will... Here's what I'm going to do next week. I want to pen this into our list. Mm-hmm. I'm going to bring $8 to $10 next week.
Oh, and you're going to do a little shopping spree?
And I want to do some negotiating with you and see what I can leave this house with, because I'm looking at 6 glass coffee mugs that are going to be included in that alien drone set. Okay? And also keep an eye on that watch right there. I'm interested in that.
Which one? I got 2 of them. 40 clicks.
You know
that's the one. I got to jump on this. 40 people have clicked on that.
Yeah. And here's what I'd like to see you do as well. I don't know the number. I need you to join all of those garbage garage sale pages that are local.
I'm in 12 to 15 of them.
Okay, it just said listed on Marketplace and at least one group, so I didn't know. So you're good on that.
Oh, don't you worry.
So we're dropping this is a movement watch. Okay, we know you've heard the podcast ads for it, not on our podcast, but on the other podcasts that are that you actually listen to. Mm-hmm. We know you've heard those ads, and this thing is gorgeous, Steve.
It is.
That is a beautiful stainless steel, brand new inbox MVMT movement watch. Mm-hmm. Today only.
$40.
$40. You offer him $35. I bet you got it.
Don't tell them that.
This one's not as nice. This is a bit of a.
This
looks like a nice watch too.
Technically has some podcast history to it.
Does it?
This was given to me by Kim the Cheater.
Oh no! God, you talked to her. We did that on this podcast, didn't we? You messaged Kim the Cheater, who cheated on you in the booth of a Ruby Tuesday or something, wasn't it?
The busboy.
Was it a Ruby Tuesday?
No, it was. Okay. It was Huddy's.
Okay.
Huddy's in Colts Neck, New Jersey.
I think we take any dollar amount that's offered you today to get that out of your life for eternity, and that's part of the winter collection. Okay.
All right.
I got to tell you, some good stuff and some crappy stuff here. Yeah. But that crappy stuff has some value to some people.
Kyle, you got a Honda CR-V that needs a front license plate?
Jesus Christ. Take this with the air filter and put them in your garbage can. For the love of God. Have some self-respect.
I know. I just can't. I can't do it.
A Honda How many clicks were on that Honda CR-V? Because who cares? Who wants that?
No.
That's something you could print today for the plastic equivalent cost of, 50 cents?
Probably. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Next week, Kyle and Steve sales. Mm-hmm. I'm buying a couple things from your lot to help nudge forward.
Move some product.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe.
I'm excited.
Are you going to eventually go with me and my wife to the pallet place to buy a pallet?
The next time we go, do you think you and I together, or do you think we could talk a net off the Walmart?
I'd like to. Or
just
at least
be like, hey, let's try
spice it up a bit.
Yeah, just this one time. And if it doesn't work, you're already in the green. Mm-hmm. Pallet 4, you go back to the Walmart pallet. But just to flip this around a little bit, we switch it up. I'd love to.
I would love for you to be a part of it. We've talked about it many times. I just don't want to see you. I don't want to see you miss the boat, because you know where that boat's going? Yeah. Financial Freedom Land.
Yeah, Profit Town, with a stop in Financial Freedom Land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I was here for the unloading of Pallet 2.0, but I'd like to go down because I'd like to get a few. Will they let me knock? Let me knock on the pallet?
Technically, you're not allowed to touch, but come on. They see a couple superstar high rollers walk in the door.
Yeah, we'll wear some merch. Toss a few stickers their way.
Oh, we'll wear the shirts that we wore to Kyle, Texas.
Oh,
where
that's
your
right.
shirt says Kyle and mine says I'm with Kyle.
Yes. Happy 1-year anniversary to that trip. That was a year ago last week.
Was it really?
Yes, it was. I just saw pictures pop up on my phone for that. A delightful visit.
Terrible waste of time.
I enjoyed it. I got a corn dog or something. I don't even know what I ate. We were in Austin, Texas.
Ungodly hot.
For the combined total time of 95 minutes.
All right, so next week, Kyle's shopping spree.
Kyle's shopping spree. Yes. And I got to tell you, Steve, I've been itching lately. I want to get us on another trip.
Oh, boy.
I don't know where. I don't know how. We got a couple options.
Okay.
I want to get us on a trip together.
All right.
Podcast trip.
Talk about all of that next week at Steve and Kyle, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky. We will talk to you next week.